I'm not used to doing this solo. What's up, everyone? It's Armchair. Solo Armchair today. We are live. Welcome to Fantasy Game Time Decisions. David Smith, a.k.a. Armchair Commentary, a.k.a. Great North Sports. Get your fantasy football questions into the chat. Mr. Dubs is way under the weather. I quote, snot running down his face and sniffing up a storm. So he will not be joining us today, and that's all right. Hope that he gets all the recovery he needs, which is the most important thing out of all of this. Just got to get him better so that he can be here on Wednesday for the most important show we have, Wednesday show. I am here to answer your fantasy questions, talk a little bit of DFS, maybe even some wagering. Heck, I don't know. We got goodies. We got time. We can go through it all. I have my predictions on the games. We will blind build some DFS lineups. Get those questions into the chat. Dubs in the chat already with some questions, already asking some sit starts. And he's got Phillip Rivers 160 is plus money today. I hope that you guys had a good wagering day yesterday. I know that we've had some ups and downs. College football was interesting. We had I had not a freebie, but I got a boosted wager on Army Navy. Both teams to score 15 points, and that was a sweat. It was a full sweat, but cashed. So plus 200. Are those your TD parlays? I like that. Who's the Millie QB today, Miller? I've got a few. I had a few that I'm looking at. Everybody is going to be leaning Allen. Everybody's going to be leaning Josh Allen today. He is the highest projected point total, if I'm correct, unless that's changed. No, it's not changed. Stafford is your ceiling quarter. It's Stafford, Allen, Hurts, Jackson, May. I got to be honest with you. I like some other options here. I am fully on. There's some weather today. It's not a lot though. I've gone through. I posted the weather forecast on our Facebook and Instagram, and we will bring up the weather for sure because cold definitely means lower scoring. I think there's some interesting things here. I have a lineup with Mariota. Because I think that so that's a really cold game in New York today. But I think that there's going to be opportunity for him to use his legs, and he's going to be low owned. Mahomes, everybody's going to be virtually off. You don't have to play T-Law. No, Trevor Lawrence is below Mariota, my friend. You don't have to go there. New England's got, yeah, but the weather's going to clear up. It's just going to be cold. It's just going to be cold in New England. I would expect more runs. I like. You're gonna think it's insane. I don't hate Mariota. I don't hate Jackson Dart. I don't hate Patrick Mahomes. Depends on if you're looking to pay up at running back or if you're looking to pay up at quarterback. I would probably steer clear of the Stafford, Allen, Hurts. I don't know what's going to happen in that Eagles game. I think it's going to be a defensive struggle. I'm telling it is right now, but it's going to clear out. The forecast is the first quarter is going to be so-so. It's snowing a lot, but I don't think it's going to stay. I still wouldn't play. I wouldn't play Drake May or Josh Allen in daily today. They're both going to do great. I think they're both going to have great games. I just don't know if it's worth the money for Josh Allen. He's only projected to be 2.3% owned. Mahomes projected to be 1.7, Mariota 6.1, Jackson Dart 8. Your highest owned quarterback of the day, Lamar Jackson. Which is a bit surprising because he hasn't looked like Lamar Jackson in a long, long time. So TD Parlays brought to you by Stone Sports Podcast, the Half Ounce Half Hour, and Dubs' Twitch. Hampton, Higgins, Rodriguez, and Henry for one and another. We've got Schultz, Chase Brown, Diggs, Kittle, and Amon-Ra. I like that. I like that a lot. And then he also mentioned Philip Rivers, 160 is plus money. I mean that. Do we think he gets there? Do we think he gets there? Maybe. I'm skeptical of all of the Rivers stuff going on right now. I'm very skeptical of the Riversing that's happening. It's very difficult for me to say, yeah, this is going to be it. But I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna take. I have a. God, I don't even know what to call this. This is a Bet365 special. They um, they have placed the odds at 5,028 that every game goes over 38, or not every game. The Cardinals, Texans, Baltimore, Cincinnati, Buffalo, New England, Cleveland, Chicago, LA, Kansas City, the Jets and Jags, Commanders and Giants, Panthers, Saints, Packers, Broncos, and Colts, Seahawks. So it's a 10 game. They all go over 38.5 points, and they're giving me 5,000 plus 5,000. So, I mean, I feel like I can play something there. I will play $1 on it and take my 60 if they win. We'll see. We'll see what happens. We got some games to talk about, so let's jump into it. Let's talk about the early slate. Where you would usually see myself, you will now see my predictions for the games. We can go through them one by one. I like a lot of what the Bears and Browns are going to be offering up. I think there's some interesting plays here. I am curious to see how many people do end up playing Quidshon Judkins because the Bears' defense is pretty good, but Judkins is projected to be the highest owned, one of the higher owned running backs, which is crazy town. Um, he was like 50 something percent. Oh no, that's Woody Marks is going to be 50%. My apologies. Judkins is going to be less. I still think he's got a good, going to have a good day though. Judkins is looking at a ceiling of 21. He's only 0.2% owned. He may be the hammer for a lot of people today. I think Quidshon Judkins probably an easy start. I already told you I like Mariota today. So I'm going to probably play either Mariota or Dart. Dart's too expensive. Let's play Mariota. He's at $5,000. That's a cheap quarterback. And then you can go ahead and toss one of the two on there, maybe Terry McLaurin as your wide receiver. Uh, for defenses today, it's not complicated. I mean, we can take a look at a couple of different options. Obviously, Jacksonville is an option. The Jets are running out undrafted quarterback Brady Cook. 3,900 feels like a pretty easy option. The Texans feels like free money. Um, if you're looking at a defense with some uh, potential to like really break out, it's going to be interesting to see how the Texans do. The Eagles probably my favorite. Um, Ski Socks 80 asks Dak or Brock. Let's take a look at our options here. Dak is playing for his ever loving life, so like that's something to be considered for sure. Um, my concern with Brock is that the Niners get up early and they just end up running the ball. Then it's CMC on the platoon running the ball. So I think that I don't see Dubs is saying it's going to be Brock. Is that because of generational Dak hate? I don't know. He does hate Brock. He hates all of the Niners. It's tough. I think that the Titans are going to give him a bit of a pain in the ass. It's Brock by a hair, by a hair. The only reason I'm leaning that way, I still think that the Titans could get down big early and it's just a CMC show. You can hope for some swing passes though, and maybe you can at least get some extra tutties on that. I think that you can lean that way because the Brian Flores defense in Minnesota is still exotic enough to give you looks that are going to be different. You're not necessarily what's going to hit you. Dak needs that win, but the Niners probably go there. So I think I'm going to go. I think I'm going to lean with my co-host in the chat and go Brock by a skosh. They're in the same tier for what it matters. Like for what it's worth, they're in the same tier. Yeah, Flores in Dak's face is going to be the only thing that saves you there. Dak's going to have to throw. That's the only upside to that. I think Flores is. I think you're going to see a lot in Dak's face. God, the Eagles defense. I think I'm going Eagles defense. All right. Let's take a look at the game. Bears Browns. Bears have been winning games mostly by field goals. Shador had a big comeback loss, I guess. They took him out on the 2-point conversion. I'm not expecting Shador to have another huge offensive output today, but I think that it's probably safe to play my favorite tight end, Harold Fannin Jr. I think it's probably safe to play Quinshawn Judkins. And that's probably all I would play from the Brown side. The Bear side, you can look at Caleb. I don't think he's going to have a great day. That defense is still very good in Cleveland. I think that you're probably okay to play some wide receiver options here. I don't love more. I don't love. I like Burden. I like Luther Burden. That's the option. Danny says, take out your biased opinion. Jackson Dart or Drake May made the playoffs. Started 3-5, went 5-1, made the 4th spot. 8-6. Dude has Pitts on the bench. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I would say Jackson Dart is your start. And I'll put it to you this way. Drake May's going to have a good game. He's going to have a good game. I think we're underestimating how good Jackson Dart can be and how bad the Commanders have been. Like the Commanders have not been good. They're running Marcus Mariota, who I think is going to have a good day. I think that's going to be a sneaky high scoring game. I think that's going to be a higher scoring game than people are expecting. It's cold. It's cold, but I don't know if it's going to be there. I'm on the Dart side there. I just don't know what they're going to. Buffalo's going to try to get exotic on Drake May and get him out of the groove early. Billy Bishop Nelson says I need 3: Monagai, Devin Neal, Waddle, T-Mac, or Rico in a half-point PPR. Devin Neal against the Panthers, I don't love. I might go in this one. I might go Monagai, Waddle, and probably T-Mac. No, Rico. Rico, Waddle, and Monagai is where I lean, Billy. I think that's probably where I would go. I think T-Mac is going to get big yardage, but it's he probably gets 60 yards on 4 catches or 5 catches, but in a half PPR you lose out on that reception value, so it just doesn't give you as much bang for your buck there. Rico's going to be fine. Waddle's going to be he's the only play guy there, so yeah. It's a half point though. It's a half point PPR dubs. Like you don't get the bonus for full catches. So it's not a volume game. If he had 10 catches a game, it's fine, but I don't see that happening. So and Danny, yeah, I know. I want to start May too, but I don't think that it's any good. The Dart match makes too much sense. Evan Go 1165 says start 2: Swift, Dowdle, Monagai, or Krosky Merritt. I don't start Bill. I'm avoiding Bill today. I don't hate the idea of going either Dowdle Monagai or Swift Monagai. I think I'm going to go Dowdle Monagai here. I think that Monagai's in line for a bigger role here. I think you go Dowdle, and I think you go Monagai. Bill is not the answer. He's not the answer at all. It's not Bill. You can't go Bill. And you don't have a choice that you got to pick. If you're picking one of them, you got to do it. So it's either Bill and Dowdle, or you pick one of the two Bears guys and hope that you guess right. I think it's Monagai this week. So that's where I would lean. Appreciate you jumping in. All right, let's move on to Ravens Bengals. By the way, I think the Bears win that game against Cleveland. Ravens and Bengals. So this is an interesting spot because Cincinnati looked real good till they gave up back-to-back picks on possessions. It was like a pick six and then another pick, and then it was game over. And then they forgot to cover the one guy you needed to cover in the Buffalo Bills offense. That's Josh Allen. Doesn't make any sense. So I am leaning the Ravens getting the victory here. I like Derrick Henry today. I think that he has a solid day today. That Cincinnati's been tough today. Tough today. Dubs is saying he likes Rodriguez today. A lot of people are on Rodriguez. Weather in Philly. Hold on. I get a weather report for you. Because there have been a couple of bad weather games that have been posted. Roto weather. Yeah. We get the NFL weather up here. Fuck it, we'll do it live. Let's get your weather report. Goddamn, get your bullshit out of here. Philly and Vegas. There's heavy snow most of the morning, but it clears before kickoff. Temps in the 20s with 10 to 15 mile per hour gust around 25. Puts the feel like temperature in the single digits. Note, Philly has a heated field. So I would say that it's probably to do with cold weather games. It traditionally have lower scoring than not. So I think that's what's going on. Yeah, please, if you can, Dubs. Isaiah Likely, Danny. Isaiah Likely. This is where I'm going. Cincinnati does not cover tight ends. They don't know how to cover them. So in your DFS line, you should probably find a way to get either Likely or Mark Andrews. Now, Mark Andrews shat in everybody's punch bowl last week. He just signed the contract. Everybody was waiting for a big game. Never came. Didn't happen. It was kind of absurd, actually. We were sitting there waiting, and then this jabroni has a catch on I think like 2 or 3 targets. It was brutal, but still got to consider him when you're looking at this. For DFS, I like the idea of playing one of the two. Ski Stocks with another question. Start 2 running backs, 1 flex. Travion Monagai, Jacobs, Kyron Pittman Jr. in PPR. I like Travion and I like Monagai. Jacobs is still questionable. It's still questionable. I'll get your. I missed you, Woody Marks or Hendo. I'll get you in a second there, Danny. I like Travion. I like Monagai. Kyron gets all the vampire. Like he gets vampired at the goal line all the time from Blake Corum. I like Pittman Jr. is interesting, but I don't know what the rapport is with Rivers right now. Like I mean they know each other, but is he going to be chucking it up? Or is it going to be like Tyler Warren gets the check downs and he's going to be running all over them? I think I think you go Travion, Monagai, and Kyron. Jacobs is questionable, and that's it. He said he's good to go. He's still nursing a bone bruise, though. Like everything I have heard is that don't be surprised to see him get limited snaps. Good to go is one thing. There's other CMC is also good to go, but if they get up early, don't expect to see him out there. That's all I'm saying. Jacob, that scares me. He's coming off the injury. They elevated Pierre Strong, and they put what's his name on their other running back that they had on injury. He was on the injury report as well. We have inactives in a little bit here, but I don't love it. Jacobs is projected to have a good day. 14-7, 22 ceiling. So if you wanted to swap out Monagai, you could go Travion, Jacobs, and Kyron, and I think that would be fine as well. Coming off the injury, it scares me a bit. That's all. That's all I'm saying. It just scares me a bit. All right. Cincinnati does not cover tight ends. Let's talk about I got a Woody Marks or Hendo. Woody Marks is supposed to have a great game today. He's supposed to. He is going to be the highest owned running back in DFS. His ceiling is 20 points. His projection is less, 17 or so. I have a feeling that Travion's going to get some. You know what? Just play Woody Marks, Danny. Play Woody. I like Hendo, though. God, I like Hendo better. I like Hendo better. Play Anderson. Let him go. I think it's a better option. Let's go. Ravens get the win over the Bengals. It's another nonsense game, but Derrick Henry has a big one. I think Derrick Henry has a good game. Jamar Chase is probably the only play you got to play here. I don't know how you play anybody other than Jamar Chase. I don't know how you avoid playing Jamar Chase at this point. He's got the second best projection and the second best ceiling. He will be very high owned. Do you know who won't be high owned? JSN Merchant in the chat still. He may be the guy that you want to go after against Indy. One of the two of them has to be in there, though. You got to have one of those guys. Let's move on to Cardinals Texans. This is pretty much a nothing burger of a game, I think. A lot of people are going to be on Jacoby Brissett today. And I think that it's going to be interesting to see if the Texans defense can put up another big one. Another big one. Odunze is kind of hurt, so if he's out, Booty Worthy or Josh Downs, Worthy. Booty will probably get looks, but I don't know. The Patriots are notorious for like switching it up. Mac Hollins also arrived to the stadium today, shirtless and barefoot. So like, I don't know what his I don't know. It'd be interesting to see what Mac does there. I think I would want to know what his line is. I like to know what his line is because I think that's crazy. You need to lean on Gibbs in May though. That's it. Mac Hollins for a TD is sneaky, and I like it a lot. All right. I think the Texans win this game. I think their defense does most of the lifting. CJ Stroud probably looks good. Nico Collins is probably fine for some play. People will be on the Woody Mark side of this because nobody is healthy. Like, nobody is healthy. It's actually kind of ridiculous how few people are healthy today. Same game for Pats is Booty TD under 51.5, Diggs 50 plus. Diggs 50. Sorry, under 51.5 for Diggs, or is that under 51.5, and then Diggs plus 50 Knox yards? Yeah. Jaden Higgins is a dog. He's a dog. Jaden Higgins' touchdown today would be real nice. Would love to see it. I think the Texans win today. Sorry, Jalen Higgins. It's always it's the God damn it. He's 4,200 on DraftKings. So yeah, total. Yeah. I figured it out. I walked my way through it. Just took 200 fucking years. It's what happens when one of us is sick. This is one of the last fantasy game time decisions of the year. We got so we'll have next Sunday, and then it's Christmas. It's Christmas. I mean, we might be on the 12th. You know what? No, we're there. We still got it. We'll still be able to do it. I mean, maybe we'll see. All right. Should we talk Jags and Jets? Let's talk Jags and Jets. Jacksonville is obviously the favorite here. I think that this is a nothing game. I like Travis Etienne today. I don't know what you'd want to play. Like, I'm not interested in a Brady Cook line. Yeah, I mean, if you want to do wagers, you want to drop them in there, you drop them in there, and I will get to them as we go through. I think that makes sense. I like Bretton Strange today. Jets can't cover a tight end to save their life. You'll go live for a DGen hour. I just look. You gotta be healthy enough to do it, man. I know what you're going through. It's a shitty feeling. So it is what it is. Jacksonville should beat the Jets here. This isn't all that complicated. Jacksonville's a far better team. It's a far superior team. I like them a lot. I think that you win it. Yeah, we'll do it after fantasy is done. We'll do a members only DGen hour. You want to join up? Join the Northmen. We can do a members only stream. Oh yeah, week 17 and 18. Fuck yeah. No, we're still going to be doing those live anyway because I do DFS during that time, so we'll still be live. Fantasy season is done, but DFS season does not end. We go right through the playoffs for that shit. And it'll probably just be shorter. It'll be a shorter episodes. We normally go later because we have more games to cover. Is Michael Pittman even startable today? I mean, he is. He is. Let me look at rest of year rankings because he's not in a bad spot. Weekly rankings, wide receiver. I mean, he's startable. It's just there's a lot of people above him. Like a lot of people are above him. It's just kind of crazy to see. Like right now, he is in like tier 4. Like tier 4. He's in the same tier as like the rest of that. Him or Quentin Johnson, Trey Tucker or Theo Johnson. Trey Tucker's been sneaky good though. Like Trey Tucker has been like one of those like he'll get yards. Like he will absolutely get you yards. He's a tier 5 guy. Trey Tucker's like he's ranked 55 this week. Pittman is, for what it's worth, tier 4. Pittman's ranked 32. So like Chris, if you need to play him, I would play him. I don't know if I'd play QJ today. I like Keenan Allen better today. Theo Johnson has been getting targets. Like he gets a shitload of targets. Probably more targets than he needs, but I think that I think that that's probably the problem is that it's going to be Jack Betch season instead of Trey Tucker, which is dumb. Tucker's the better receiver right now. I think you have to play either Theo or Pittman. I think you play Pittman and you just hope in a dream that Rivers finds him. That's all I can think. That's my best advice for you is like you play Pittman and you fucking throw up a prayer because it is not going to be an easy day for any of those guys. It's a little there's a little bit of weather in New York though, but Jackson loves that guy. Theo is I like Theo's target share. He's probably one of my like top 3 tight ends today. I like Theo Johnson as a sneaky tight end play. No cap. I think that he has the opportunity to do something. You know what? Fuck it. I'll play Theo in a DFS line. You can start him in fantasy. Theo's only 3,500, and the Commanders are 28th against tight ends. So let's get that in there. I'm gonna stack him with Jackson Dart. Call it a day in building this lineup. This will be the lineup that I give to everybody. Washington's defense is terrible. It's been awful. Um, it's not been good. Dub's dropping in a 2 TD or a parlay for us. He's got 4 legs, 1,500 on DraftKings. Trevor Lawrence for 2 passing touchdowns and 10 plus rushing yards. Etienne for 100 plus yards. I like that. This is why everybody is on Chris Rodriguez today, though. That's why everybody's on Rodriguez. I don't blame him. I have no problem with that. I have no problem with that. I need one more. You know what? It's too many early games. So I'm gonna have to drop someone in the back game. We got to figure something. I got to figure one more out. We almost got our lineup for the day. I just need to decide who it's going to be. Need a wide receiver to play the back end. Yeah, okay. This is the lineup this is your DFS lineup for the day. We're going to go Jackson Dart at quarterback, Derrick Henry, and Chris Rodriguez Jr. At running back. I may swap that out. You know what? Fuck that. We're going to take Rodriguez out. And we're going to put Woody Marks because he's going to get the carry. He's going to get the tote. Jalen Higgins at wide receiver, Jawan Jennings at wide receiver, JSN at wide receiver, Theo Johnson at tight end, Travis Etienne in your flex, and the Carolina Panthers defense leaves you $400 to spare. And yeah, we'll put that. I may drop that in the Discord if somebody is interested in getting that one. I may enter that in a couple of different contests, but we will see. I've only entered 2 of my like 7 lines today. I am way behind the 8 ball because of running solo show today, but it is what it is. It do be that way sometimes. Chiefs and Chargers. I think Kansas City is pesky enough to make this competition. I don't trust what the Chargers are able to do right now. It's currently 6 degrees in Cincinnati for what it's worth. And I think that Kansas City is just annoying enough to stick around. Just one more week. I don't love it, but I'm going to take the Chiefs. Kansas City gets the win. I hate saying it, but I think that they have a good day today. So it's not Travis Kelce, I don't think, but we'll see. May just play Patrick Mahomes naked, but that Chargers defense is good, so we'll see. Finally, the game that I have asked you to answer in the poll, Bills and Patriots. Bills are visiting New England. New England beat Buffalo in Buffalo. I obviously I'm going full homer here. I think the Patriots win this game. They've looked really good. A lot of disrespect on Drake May, a lot of disrespect on the Patriots. I don't think that's necessary. I don't think we need to go that bad. It's fine. They're fine. Their defense has been good. Josh Allen and the Bills have been getting healthier. I think it's a close game. It was plus 1.5 last I looked. I don't know what the game is now. I don't know what the line has moved to, but it's not great. It's not great. I think that it's a pick 'em at best. So uh, I'm on the Patriots side here. I'm on the Patriots side. I think that the Patriots get it done, which frankly I'm good with. I'm good with that. If they lose today, so be it. It's not the end of the world. There are two more games in the uh, early slate that I didn't put on this graphic because they didn't fucking fit. Give me a break. Um, it is the Eagles and the Raiders. Eagles will win this game. It's going to be on defense, and Giants and Commanders. I don't think is in there either. Yeah, I think that the Giants win that game. I don't think it's all that complicated. I like Jackson Dart a lot. I think he wins that. Eagles win and Giants win. Afternoon slate, a little less spicy. We got 5 games in the afternoon slate. Uh, nothing too crazy here. You took May in the 10th round. What round are you gonna have to snag him in next year? He'll be an early QB take. Especially if he goes MVP, it'll be an early take. Unfortunately, someone is going to pick him way earlier than they should, and everybody's going to be worse off for it. But that's life. Welcome to potentially winning an MVP. Hard to say. Hard to say. Rams Lions is probably one of my favorites. That's one of my favorites. Um, I don't know if that's going to be a defensive struggle or if that's going to be the one that everybody should have pieces of. We can build a little Rams Lions little teaser here. We can do that. We're gonna have to put. I think the Rams win this game. I think the Rams win this game. We'll go to Broncos Packers next. We'll do Broncos Packers next. Let's do Rams Lions first, so I can build a DFS line for us. We go Stafford at QB. We'll go Amon Ra and Nakua. And you know what? We're just gonna load up on cheap running backs here instead of expensive running backs because we can't play all the same game. We'll go Woody Marks and we'll go Judkins 6,300. Let's go Tyrone Tracy. We'll go Theo Johnson at tight end. The more I think about it, the more I like that. And then for wide receiver, we have a couple of options that are nice and cheap. Keenan Allen, like I said, get your touchdowns in there, and then your flex will be Mark Andrews. Let's go Panthers defense, and let's call it a day. I think that this is the game of the week. Lions and Rams are going to be incredible. I think you're going to have a lot of great play out of both of these teams, and I'm curious to see who comes out on top. I think it's the Rams. Frankly, I think that they're a better team. Lions have had some success, but they have also had some blunders, and that's got them there. I am going on the Packers Broncos. I am going against the grain. Jordan Love, Toyotathon Jordan Love, almost always wins, and he is 5,400 on DraftKings. I think the Broncos are good defensively. I think Bo Nix does just enough to get this done. I think it's probably just over 40 points total. I don't like a lot from that game. Jordan Love plus money on 2 touchdowns. Love has value on 2 tutties. So yeah, I think it's gonna be a low scoring game, Dubs. I think that we're in for a low one. So we see what happens. We see what happens there. Panthers Saints are going to play football today. I don't hate the Panthers at all in this. I think that we got a potential for a nice, easy Bryce Young, Tyler Shook kind of game. Panthers defense is probably one of my favorites to play today. Tyler Shuck has been good. He's been pretty good all around. You can always get value with Shuck. You want a DFS with Rivers? Holy hell. All right, let's do it. Let's do it as we talk about Colts Seahawks. I think the Panthers win. Philip Rivers is 4,900. 4,900. I think you have to go Jonathan Taylor. No, you're going to go Tyler Warren as his stack. Because I think that the tight end is just going to be a safety blanket for him. That's your safety net. We will take the Panthers D because they're cheap. We're going to take Panthers D because they're 3,100 against the Saints. If the Saints beat them up, so be it. I don't love any of the wide receivers for Philip Rivers except for that, so we can play around with receiver. I think you go Derrick Henry at running back. Cincinnati has not stopped a running back to save their life. I don't like Jacobs. Do we do Chase Brown and just go both running backs from that game? No, we go Travis Etienne against the Jets. And then we got to pick 3 wide receivers and a flex here. Let's go at 5,800. We can get, let's pick homeboy Mac Hollins, $4,000. That gives us 6,500 each of our last 3 spots. Let's pick Higgins, Jaden Higgins, from the Texans. Then we got 7,650 for our last 2 spots. We can take JSN, and then we can take either Michael Wilson or Quidjon Judkins. There we go. There it is. All right. Rivers, Etienne Henry, Higgins, Hollins, and Jigba, Warren, Judkins, Panthers. That's your Philip Rivers DFS line. I just put it in a single entry, so hopefully you're not also in that entry, or we will be splitting the cash. And if you are, fuck it. Oh, no, it's not in a single. Never mind. We got 2 undrafted left, couple of games left. I think the Seahawks win this game. I don't think it's all that complicated. The Colts are running out 44-year-old Philip Rivers. Will he have a good game? Maybe. He might. I don't think so though. That defense is good. Hawks are good. I think that they get the win here today. Last game on that slate is Niners and Titans. Titans have looked better. DK has been he's kind of been a bit of a revelation. You may want to consider playing him as a cheap option. You can actually go all cheap option there with DK and Hollins if you wanted to go 2 cheap wide receivers. And then you can actually play whoever you want at that point. You grab Panthers defense because, again, cheap, or you can go lower. If you think that someone else is going to give you a defense, go Panthers defense. You can go Eagles defense if you wanted to go. We're going to keep the Tyler Warren tight end play, even though I like the Theo Johnson better for value. At quarterback, we are going to play Jackson Dart. No, Mariota. We'll play Marcus and hope he has a game. We can go Derrick Henry now. We can go CMC. We will always go JSN. We are JSN merchants. That leaves you $4,000. You can play Ray Davis or Ogunbowale, which would be a wild play. That one time he scored a touchdown, that would be a wild play. All right, let's take that back out. We're going to take Warren off, and we're going to go Theo Johnson because we're going Jackson Dart instead of Mariota. We'll stack it. And then we'll play Shaheed. There you go. Now we've entered all of our lineups. We are 10 minutes from inactives. Weather report looks fine for a lot of games. There's a lot of cold. A lot of cold. Washington, New York is the most interesting cold weather games. Heavy snow pregame should clear before kickoff. Not fully sure if they can clear all the snow in time. On top of that, some models are showing sustained winds around 15 miles per hour. I think that's just going to be cold. I think it's just going to be cold. That's how I feel about that. Lower scoring, but, it is what it is. Let's see if we got any inactives posted yet. Nothing. Nothing yet. The other game that's happening, the night game, is. Why did I forget? Cowboys Vikings. Again, Cowboys need to win. They're projecting a 47.5 point spread. Cowboys are favored by 6. They probably get the win, but it's probably Javonte Williams that gets them there, to be honest with you. Probably Javonte gets you there. Your highest projected total of the day is Rams and Lions. A lot of people have a lot of pieces of that. I don't know what you take there. Do you take Adams? 7,200. Do you take Nakua and get the volume and hope that he goes ham? I mean, I like Nakua. You go Nakua and Amon-Ra, and then you go AJ Barner, because we're gonna have a little bit of diversification here. We'll go Eagles defense. So I think they have a good day today. I think you have to play one of the good quarterbacks here, so you can go Stafford. And then you can play Jaden Higgins or Mac Hollins. I think it's Higgins probably who you want to play here. Oh, no, you play Chimere DK. Then we're left with slim pickings from the running back pool, but you can still get some good value here. Woody Marks is your cheap one. Devin Neal is the other cheap one. He keeps you in in the value spot. And then you can get Higgins. You can get Higgins as your final wide receiver. And I think that's it. I think I've set all of my DFS lines. It's snowing in Philly. Is it? No. It is currently. The Philly game is. There's heavy snow most of the morning, but it clears before kickoff. Temps are just in the 20s. It's just a low. It's just a low temp game. I don't think there's going to be snow in Philly during the game, at least according to the weather report. I don't know. I mean, he's a meteorologist. He could be wrong. It's not my weather report. I didn't make it. But you want to ask Kevin Roth, you can. He is on Twitter and he answers questions all the time. That game, the way that it shapes up is, yeah, there's like no chance of precipitation at all during game time. And the gusts are up to 17 miles per hour. So it's just going to be cold. 26, 27, 24. Like that's what it's going to be. Buffalo, New England has a chance for precipitation, but it's all like it's early, not late. And it's only a 45% chance. So I don't think it's a issue. Yeah. No problem, T Money. Appreciate you jumping on. We got 5 minutes till inactives. Get your questions in. If you haven't joined the Discord yet, go ahead and you can shoot me a message on socials at Armchair Common 2 or at Great North or Sportsocracy GN on X. You can also reach out to Dubs at Stone Sport Podcast. We can get you in the Discord. Discord's free. We don't charge anything for the Discord. Feel free to join up with the Northman. Want to support the channel? We always appreciate it. Usually here with my co-host. He is currently nursing himself back to health from a man cold, which we appreciate. He's still in chat giving up bangers, though. That's what I appreciate about you. No big proclamation. This is a big week. There's a lot of big games that are happening. So we got some divisional games. Buffalo, New England is obviously a big game. The Cowboys and Vikings is a big game because the Cowboys are still technically alive. They're still technically in it at 6-6-1. The Rams and Lions a big game. The Colts and Seahawks is a big game. The Chargers can effectively kill the Chiefs' playoff chances today. Not effectively, like actually kill them today. Baltimore and Cincinnati is a big one today. There are a lot of big games today. And of course, a lot of fantasy football playoffs riding on a lot of them. So I'm really curious to see how it all plays out. I am in a weird mix of in and out of the playoffs in some leagues. So I'm either competing for a first round pick or competing for the championship. And either way, it's not a fun seat to be in. I think the game that I'm most excited to watch is obviously Buffalo and New England. I don't know. It's going to be a good day. It's going to be a good day. We're killing time before inactives. Let's go ahead and pull up our wagers. I got a couple of over unders that we are gonna go ahead and hit here. Christian Benford, having as good a season as he's had with plenty of splash, is out today against the Patriots. He suffered a foot injury, so no Benford for the Bills. No Benford for the Bills. We should get inactives here real shortly, and then we can go ahead and do that. All right. Let's get our over-under touchdowns. I'm going to go over half touchdown for Phillip Rivers. I think he's going to throw one. Drake May over 233.5 passing yards. T-Law over 2 touchdowns. Diggs over 53.5 yards. Saquon over 100. No. Travion over 44.5 yards. We'll take that. I'm going to take Derrick Henry over 88.5 yards. That's all free. That's a free game over under on Bet365. They don't have an affiliate program. Otherwise, we would rep them. They don't give a shit about that, though. So let's read the lottery ticket out. Dubs has posted the lottery ticket in the Discord, which is always important, which is why you should join the Discord. Our sports betting chat is usually lively. All right. JSN, anytime touchdown. Diggs, over 50 yards. Stroud, over 1.5 touchdowns. Chase Brown, anytime. Kyle Monagai, anytime. Mahomes, over 220. Hurts, over 200. Etienne, over 80 passing or rushing and receiving. Wandale, over 50. Jordan Love, over 2. Jahmyr Gibbs, anytime. Juwan Jennings, anytime. And Tedero McMillan, over 50. That is our lottery ticket for the day. That's $5 to pay you 17 grand. It's the reason it's a lottery ticket. Dubs TDs that he likes today: Kittle, Jennings, Rodriguez, Tet, JSN, Hampton, Higgins, Schultz, Chase Brown, Amon-Ra, Diggs, Strange, Monagai, and Boote. We like that. And yeah, I don't know if you're going to play Barkley anytime touchdown. How you guys feeling about Barkley these days? He's been in a rough spot. He's not been having a great time. Let's see. We got some inactives. We are officially at inactive time, so I can refresh the screen 200 times to see if anybody has actually submitted their reports on time. Or I can wait for the tweet from Schefter or Rap Sheet. Rap Sheet usually gets me. Let's see if Rap Sheet gets me. One of the two of them have got to have it. So we can get inactives and make sure we're not missing anything. Then I'm going to get you guys out of here. My kid is currently having a cookie party with all of her friends. So all of her friends are downstairs in her we have a room at the building that is just for people to hang out in. And yeah, she's hanging out down there with all of her school friends, which is great for her. I'm trying to be a good dad, but holy fuck, are they excitable? I mean, they're 8, so what do you expect? What do you expect? Let's see if we can get some inactives. Inactives. Anybody? Anybody going to send me inactives? Rap sheet? Anybody? Nobody? Apparently, there's no inactives today. Nobody's inactive, so. All right. Well, keep an eye on inactives because I don't see them, and I'm not going to make you sit here listen to me talk for another 15 minutes. So, oh no, Tyson Bagent is dealing with an illness, so Case Keenum is the backup now. Like, this is what we got. This is what you've got for me. Rap sheet, come on. Benford's out. This is what we know. This is what we know. All right. That's it. That's it. That's all. We will be back on Wednesday, uh, 8 p.m. Central or Eastern time. Sorry, 8 p.m. Eastern time, as per usual for Great North Sports. Dubs will be healthy then, but at least good enough to do the show. And yeah, appreciate everybody for jumping in today. A little slower, obviously. Solo start makes it a little tougher. So appreciate everybody. Don't forget, join up the Northman. Feel free to send super chats with your fantasy questions. We will see you Wednesday for Great North Sports. Hope everybody cashes.